BackEnd Business, episode 19.
Man, I'm just, listen, we about to wrap up season 2.
Man, dude, look, man, we want to say shout out to our supporters, man, the people that have been really tapping into the show, showing us love. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
But y'all already know how it is. We got another special guest in the city on the show, man. Look, most of y'all know the face already, man, but I'm going to let my dude Spook do the proper introduction for him. But Spook, who we got on the show today?
Man, our guest today, definitely a personal partner of one of mine. Got a lot of mutual friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
He came in the game strong.
Strong.
Shout out to Pesh.
Yeah,
That's
my
how I got
dog.
hip to him, you know what I'm saying?
Still my
But our
dog.
guest today, Billard.
Let's go, man.
Dog,
What's
yes,
the deal,
sir.
my boy?
How y'all feeling, man? My brothers.
Yeah,
man. Come
another
on,
legendary, man. So let us know,
for
man,
real.
who is Billard, man? Let
what's the
let
back
our
end
fans
story?
know.
Man, I ain't gonna even count. I got my name from this girl, cause my name Billy. My family call me Billy, but
Gotcha.
goddamn, got my name from this chick. She was like, her cousin name was Willie, so she called him Willard. So one day she
That's
was
hard.
like, "You Billard." I was like, "Oh, shit!"
That's
so I
hard.
ran with it, but she hit me up one day like, "I want some bread for the name." I'm like, "No."
I was about to say, where she at
She
now?
definitely hit up, you feel me? But I ain't tossing nothing, dog. I think one day I might break her off. But
Nah, that's what's up, though.
but yeah, I go by the name of Billard. I make beats. I rap. I record music for people on my spare time. I got a couple homies that do their thing.
Yep.
Shout out to my DJ Easy Banks. I'm super thankful
Shout
for
out to the
him.
bro.
Shout out to Easy.
I used to be managed by like Live Mixtapes.
Okay.
And they helped me out a lot. MGK, he hopped on with my first single. You know what I'm saying? Coming out
Oh,
the
yeah, I remember
city.
that. What record was that?
All Eyes on Me.
That's what it was.
And I'm super thankful for him because, man, he ain't even have to do that. Like,
Right.
he seen me and was like,
Wow.
yo, you got some beats? I was
Right.
like, and that's how it happened. So I was like,
What?
yeah, because I was at the video shoot.
Yeah.
It was everybody, Ray, Double, everybody was up there. And he called me back like, yo, Bill, pull back up. I pulled back up. He gave me the email. We chopped it. And then, like, I sent him some beats. He didn't even ask for no track. I sent him the beats, and then I sent him that song with
In
the
the beat
other
pack?
verse. Yeah, in the
Oh,
beat pack.
see, that's smart.
And then, and I was like, man, I was just hoping he was just gonna like the concept of the song and do
Yeah.
his thing with it. But he was like, no, I gotta get on that. He was like, this you spitting? I'm like, yeah, that's me. He was like, I gotta get on it. And that's how it happened. Like, literally, he had a broken leg, all that, pulled up to the studio. My people grabbed him Boston Market, and we was in there for like 5 hours, me and him.
What?
Just back, like, we was just in there
That's
talking.
hard.
And he was just telling me stories and shit like that. But I'm super thankful for him. Like, him and his whole team, bro.
Respect.
It's
Shout out
nothing
to
but love for
MGK,
them.
though.
Man, shout out to the
Yeah.
big dog.
Sure.
Dang, jumped on the record. So how was that experience like, man? Just like knowing at that season, man, you was really taking off. But just to him to bless you with that, man. Like, what was the experience with that? Like when the record was done.
Man, it was crazy because like like everybody was like, oh shit, we got Cuz on the track. Like, you feel me? I didn't even think it was gonna happen like that. I was just like, oh.
That's crazy.
But bruh, he's such a real one for that, and he ain't have to do that. Like, he called me like, bro, I'm getting on that. Came to the studio.
Yep.
And it was a wrap from that day.
Built that
DJ EV
relationship
pulled
after
up
that.
too. He pulled up. EV was there.
Shout out to EV,
What?
man. He need more credit. Shout out to EV, though.
EV
Major
was
shout out.
there. That's the
Yeah.
homie. I got real love for EV.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
Man, super blessed. I'm thankful.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. I'm
I
about
was
to
gonna say, how did you get into music? Like, what did it for you?
Man, I don't even know, man, because I played sports because growing up. So, but I had surgery on my leg after like playing sports, and then after that, being at the house, I just on the computer.
Right, just
But what really happened was my mama house growing up. We was getting our carpet done, and bruh, his name's Sean. And he was like, man, you don't make music? And I'm like, hell no.
What?
Right. He came with my first beat program. It's called Reasons.
Yep.
He gave it to me.
Yep.
And then my mama was like, you want some Jordans or this keyboard? I picked the keyboard.
Right. No, that's real.
Right.
Diamonds.
And I got the Jordans the next week after that. So it still was
You had
love.
both of
But I
them.
got the keyboard first, and man, like, I remember my first beat was so weak. But I was happy as hell. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, I was like
Yeah.
14, 15, it was something like that.
Yep.
And after that, that's how I really got into it. Like, I really wasn't planning on being a rapper, but for my beats to get further, that's
Yeah,
that's
right.
why I
That's
started
what you had to
making
do.
music.
Dang,
And people was
man.
feeling it.
Glad
so that's
you did,
kinda,
huh?
Yeah, I was like super blessed. Like,
So what do you, as an artist and a producer and engineer, what do you enjoy most? I mean, like, it's kind of tough when you can make beats, you know how to rap, you do everything. What, in this season of your life with music, what do you enjoy most?
I think making the beats, because you don't gotta really be out in public doing all that. I think rapping is still cool. I love it though. Like, don't get me wrong, but making the beats, I just be in my zone, vibed out. Just being in the room with everybody and everybody like, that's hard. Like, you feel me? 808s going crazy. And it's like, that's just still a vibe. But I mean, I would choose producing over rapping. Like,
that's what's up, man. And I'm about to say, a lot of your artists gotta listen to that too, because we got artists that can rap, produce, do everything like that. But
jack of all trades when it comes to it.
Right, but like, as he said, it's a different type of feeling when you create the sound, because you feel like as a producer, producer, even me being an artist, when that producer make that beat, I get inspired off the beat.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay, so do you create
it's like two energies.
Like
it's like two energies, you feel me? Like, just creating something new that nobody in the world heard is just special. Like,
and you know what you like too, though.
So it's like, sometimes when I hear other people's beats, it ain't that I don't like them, it's that I'm just kind of used to how I can make my beats. Like, if I'm thinking something, I'll make it exactly like that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Create your own twist.
Inspired by it. Inspiration.
Go ahead, Spook. I don't know if you had a question.
I was probably just go next with you was in the industry, basically, in full-fledged in the industry, 100%. What did you notice about the industry, like, where you was like, that made you turn your head, or just like, what's up with the industry?
It's so crazy. Everybody asks me, like, Bill, you know what I'm saying, you was going crazy, and I was, but I think that seeing everything, bro, it just wasn't what people thought it was. It ain't what I thought it was, so like, it kind of discouraged me a little bit. And then just some of my homies around me, we kind of went separate ways, disagreements, and I think that kind of hurt it the most, for real. Because I really cared about some of the people that was around. I cared about them folks. And they helped me do what I was doing at the time. So at that time, it was just I had a team of people. So that's why a lot of people was like, oh, you know, my name was moving way faster.
Because you had a team with
a team of people. Then a lot of mixtapes came in, Pesh and them, they was real big help. Got mad love for them, you feel me? I just talked to them the other day, and they helped out. They came in on the management side for a little bit. Things ain't really go as we planned, but we did accomplish a lot though. You feel me? Like,
people be forgetting about that
without
part.
signing. I didn't even sign nothing. I could have signed. I've been offered deals, met the vice presidents, like, it's all, and to me, I thought that was gonna be like a dream, but it really was just like, you know, like, it was
what you think it is about it where it's just like,
because he was in them rooms.
Because the people that like me, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? What you think? What is it about it?
Like it's just
this shit ain't even it.
It's not what, you know, what I
what
they
people
like,
think
man,
it is.
we going to be, you know, Atlantic or whoever it was at the time. I'm thinking it's gonna be next, like, you know, me and next level. They got champagne, you know, like, that's what you looking at.
Right. Are you about to be a celebration?
I watched all the movies and all that shit, and then I'm in the room and I'm like, you know, they talking to me. They hand me a list of, you know, songs they would want me to remake, like what's on the radio or write for this artist at this time. A lot of the artists that's famous right now, they hand me a list with their names on it. Like, man, we want you to go cook up for them.
Like producing and
writing for them. And I'm just giving them ideas. And a few artists that I think that's my favorite too. Like, right now to this day, it was on that list. So I think that was just seeing how it worked, because they wanted me to remake what was already hot on the radio.
No, makes sense.
So it was kind of like, I was like, oh, that's kind of whack. Like, we want to come with
organic,
something fresh. You know, I want to get them my sound. So I think with the label shit, it kind of just, it's more so of a control type thing. So it's like, you know, you know, you don't really want to sign and give away everything. And I just think being in LA, it changed me a lot too, because you just see how, like, it's just so capped out.
I'm about to say, talk about, because I know you said that before. I still haven't been yet. So I'm hearing everybody talk about it, but everybody y'all talk to.
I'll take LA over Miami any day.
Any day. I'm taking LA over any day.
Tell us about LA, because they said, like you said, it's like so shady in LA. Like, I love LA from the people that I like from LA and stuff like that, but I never been, so somebody looking out. What's the difference from LA and Cleveland?
LA, it got more avenues. You feel me? So, like, you know, you could be in a place like this, and you know, such and such a walk in, you'd be like, it'd be just like that. Like, oh shit, like, what's good, bro? Like, you know, what you doing here? You know, who this and that? Yeah. Like, being here, we all the people that's kind of like super big, they kind of already left here. So it's like the doors. It's like you kind of hit a peak here, and it's like it's kind of hard to break through it because it ain't really no people like, man, let's take you and let's go. Let's take over the city. You feel me? We ain't really got no labels. We ain't got none of that here. But we do got some good people here. Like we got people doing good things. So all the artists, I'll be seeing a lot of shit. And I'm proud of a lot of people here too, but LA it's just different. But it's shady though. You feel me? I mean, you know,
you gotta know what you're getting into out there.
It's money hungry. It's a money hungry city.
Yeah. Everybody doing something out there. That's what
just
they
told me, what Jody said. Everybody moving around doing something. Like literally though.
It don't stop, bro. Like every hour of the day, bro. Like I done did so much cool shit out there. I think that changed my life the most.
LA.
It just changed. Mansion parties. Like pull up to a mansion party, bro. Like it just, and everybody in there, bro. Like everybody. Like
cool as hell.
I never just been somewhere, and, you know what I'm saying, and everybody in there. People that folks see on TV and doc, like they just standing right there and it's love. They like, what's up, people? My folks introducing me to that. I'm like, damn, like it worked that fast. You feel me? Like it ain't even like. I think that's what we missing, you know, in the city. Like, like it's just, it's just different. It's hard to explain that shit, bro.
No, understood. And you said avenues and opportunities too, because like, what about the inspiration side of things? How inspired? Like, do you make your best music in LA, or like where you make your best music?
I think it's easier in LA. I think my music out there is more like, it's more like peaceful, I guess. Like it's the vibe, you know. Here, I think it's a little bit more aggressive
because of the atmosphere.
Because of the atmosphere, you know. But in LA, it's like it come a little easier. You know, I just be at the store with the homies. We done ordered us some good bag. You feel me? And it's like you just do it just flow. It's crazy, bro. Wow. Like for me, you gotta hit out there.
I'm going.
Got to.
I was just waiting for all this stuff happen, man.
The conversation, the networking,
bro.
Everybody high out there.
You could be in the coffee shop, bro, smoking at the coffee shop, linking with niggas. Like, what's up, cuz? Like anything. Like you could just be anywhere and meet, you know, the vice president of Interscope. Like they meet, you know, you just seeing the labels out there in the city, like just seeing the name, like you like, you know, you feel close. Like you feel like, okay, it's hope
it
here.
Can happen, right?
You feel me? Like just imagine you roll down, you know, Euclid Avenue, you seen Atlantic Records and Interscope and Warner Brothers and Capitol Records, and that's gonna make you a little bit more hungry too, because it's a sign of hope. You feel me? Like that's what it give me out there, hope. Like it's like, oh, like we could potentially be right here.
100%.
Man.
100%.
Man,
that's crazy.
So that was a good segue into my next question. When it comes to the city, like you see the music scene and how it's going, people coming up, new artists coming up, some artists that's already on and all that. How can we really connect the dots in the city to make our music scene like really work? I think we just need some machines. We just need some powerful people. Like that's it. Kind of come help direct what's going on. Like, you know, give a few of us a budget. Right.
That's really what it is. Like, you know, niggas need like $250,000.
Yeah, no,
really an M. We really need an M. Like,
don't talk that bag, man. Come with them contracts.
Like a lot of people be like, man, why this and that? I'm like, it costs a bag. Like a nigga really, you know, $250,000 to an M, you know, $500,000. Like if somebody come put that into somebody, like
people
of course they gon', you know, people gonna see it. They gonna be like, man, they making a run, you know, they giving the folks a run for their money. Like, so I think if we could get some folks like that to come together, and you know, some powerful people, I promise you that could be serious. That could really give a lot of younger kids hope too. Like, we see a lot of people throw away their lives, young kids and
talk about it.
So we wanna give our people hope. Like we don't really got no hope here. I know.
Fact.
Like,
that's real though.
And I know a lot of artists in the city is love with a lot of folks, but it's just no hope here sometimes. You know,
they get that buzz or something, and they be out.
And because as soon as I really got my little buzz, I scattered. I went to LA, and like nigga, and I was out there getting so much love. And then but it's so expensive out there.
I'm gonna say, how long were you in LA?
Like maybe like 2 years.
Oh, you survived in LA for
and
2
then
years.
then coming back, being back and forth. Feel me? Still having a spot here. Like, you know, that shit just it add up.
Nah, I can only imagine. Yeah, talk about the rent out there.
We need an M. You think we really,
real talk.
we really. Any execs, when y'all see this, man, we need an M, man. That's
The market here is different. Pull up, I'm telling you.
Man, it's a whole different thing. I wanted to ask too, like, what's a typical day in the life look like for you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
just regular
man,
day.
I hit the gym every morning.
Respect.
Goddamn. Then I read my book. I got 50 new book, and I'm on page like 170.
That's
man,
what's up,
and it's
man.
so inspiring. It's so
Shout out to the
inspiring.
readers out here, man. We gotta read.
Hey, I didn't change. I'm just trying to upgrade my intelligence and
Respect.
and read and just reading more. Shit, just being out of school, you know, we really don't be. You know, we see
Other
shit
than
on
the
the
phone.
internet. You feel me?
I'm trying to tell you.
But reading that book, I learned so much shit about 50 that I didn't even know about. Like, you know.
Shout out to 50 Cent.
Yeah, shout out to 50. It's a good book. Like, it really inspired me.
Yeah.
But I think so. I read the books, and then after that, I cook up.
Yep.
I be looking for samples and shit like that.
Respect.
The newest plugins, whatever.
Yep.
I do that for a little bit. I might go eat
Yep.
with the gang for a little bit, something like that. Smoke one.
Yep.
Right.
Get back on the computer, check the emails.
Yeah, no, for real.
Check the credit score. You feel me?
Hey,
Like,
talk to him. Hey, he talk that literacy to him.
You're the first one to say that.
Hey, look, we getting grown now, man. We
Yeah.
you know,
Check that credit score.
we gotta check the scope,
Come on,
man.
nah. Tell my dogs in the 700 club. You know what I'm saying? You know that credit is key.
We might be in that 8 club. We
I'm
going to the 8.
telling
That's
you.
what we.
Hey.
That's the goal.
Hey, that's the goal.
750,
Young black
800.
men, man, get your
Come on,
financials together, man.
Talk to
'cause
him, man. You
I
know
know a
that's
lot
my
of our
level.
parents don't know all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think that's what another thing is. I wish they would have taught me a little bit more early on when I was making a nice amount of money too back then. Also, like
Yeah, I'm
I'm
about to
still
say, how
making a
important
nice
is that
amount
budgeting?
now,
Yeah.
but back then it was really like it was a little better though. And I do own like my masters and shit.
That's
So
right.
it's like, you feel me? Like, you
Nah,
mean,
that's real. That's
kidding.
hard.
Important, man.
so
Come on,
it's
I'm about to
like,
ask that
so
next.
I'm still eating off all odds of me. You know,
Right.
just
That's
cashed a
hard.
check not too long ago.
That's
Like,
That's
dope.
hard.
I
That's
got
hard.
another one coming. Like,
Let's
shout out to
go.
Kale. That's my dog, man. Like, so I'm super thankful for all that, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
but we gotta teach our young black guys financials. Like, that's why we
Come
need.
on,
That's
man.
why we need a machine, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even some of the homies that probably sign deals, I just hope they doing the right things.
Yeah.
With their money and not blowing it.
Yeah.
And that's a part of our podcast and this
Definitely.
platform here, to get the experience from you and what you got going on, and we giving it, we dishing it out to everybody that's watching and paying attention. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't let none of that go over your heads.
Nope.
No, pay attention. No.
Especially on the financial literacy side of things, man. Because that was actually my next question too. How important is ownership to you? Like, you was talking about the masters and everything for our artists and people that don't know about that. The royalty side of things, like, break that down for us, kind of how that works.
It's so crazy because, like, I'm watching the Wu-Tang Clan and Hulu.
Yes, bro.
And, bro, like, that show it tell you exactly what it's like.
Man.
And that's why RZA, he was so like, bro, we got to own our shit. Like, don't sign that deal. You need to own your shit in 20 years because you're going to need, that shit still going to be around from now. You feel me? And, I think that's the most important part is owning your stuff. Because you can go sign a deal and they can just take everything, you know? That's kind of what certain deals that was in my avenue. They was like, well, you know, they kind of wanted everything.
Right.
Oh, just for you to sign to get like a advance a check.
You know,
What's it called? An advance check or something like that?
Yeah. Then you sometimes you only get like 10% of it. So if they say they sign for $1 million, you get 100,000. You know, shit like that. And then I
was watching another podcast. They said it's basically No.E.
Yeah,
he
it's
said
like
it's basically it's a loan.
It's like I had producer deals also too. Like, wasn't really worth nothing.
Nah.
Like they was like, man, ain't no point to sign it.
Yeah.
You know.
Then especially if your product ain't selling.
Yes.
And you just got
just
this
imagine,
loan.
say if a nigga flop, they just gave me this bread, like, bro, like,
you just made that loan,
cause
you
you
still owe.
they give you 250, they want that times 5.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So that's why y'all see these artists. I don't know where my money at. And, you know, just seeing Meek Mill talk about the other day, like, I ain't getting paid. I said, man, that's crazy. Like, but it be happening. all these people be involved.
Yeah.
And it sucked for the artist because the artist is doing all the work. You feel me? And a lot of people just eat. They eating off these people. And like, they don't, sometimes you don't know where the money at.
I'm trying to tell you, because I was thought about the same thing when I said, I'm like, how this nigga ain't getting paid off music? Man. But he got so much other shit
and that's
going on.
And you like this Meek Mill.
You feel me? I fuck with Meek.
A lot of it,
that's like
getting the bread off the music.
You like, that's Meek. Like, you
but
know
at
what I'm
the same
saying?
time, he's still up, so.
He's still killing them.
But I'm pretty sure it's some back end that he need to,
You feel me? It's a piece of pie he won't. Like, you still, you know, you living that life, you still, that money, you know, it go fast.
You touch 100
Rolls Royces,
you
diamond watches, APs,
Bruh.
bad women. Like, you know, and that life expensive. Like, I hung with some rappers. I said, I can't hang with y'all.
You touch 100 million, but you know you worth $1 billion. You ain't gonna never let that die.
No,
you know you was worth 100
I gotta hang
M's.
with the underground rappers still. I was like, brother, y'all doing too much for me.
So you just stand independent.
Yeah, until if the right situation come,
right.
I'm probably gonna go back to LA.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna end up going back for a little bit. I was gonna go to Atlanta, cause I got a lot of people down there, but LA, I think that's just it's just for me. Like,
LA,
you need everybody out there.
It's for me too.
Like, bro, it's just the vibe out there.
I can't wait to go.
You gotta go.
They told me when I go, I'm
and
going
you an artist,
crazy.
bro. So you definitely gonna. It's gonna make you just feel alive.
And you got that vibe on how you rap.
I'm going
talk
out
about
there.
that
Y'all see the show, man.
For a minute
that's
too.
what
I'm
saying,
here.
like,
you know, I've been doing cuz. So that's why, man, you gotta go out there.
I'm going out to LA, man. So like, what advice you got for any upcoming artists, man? That's kind of like just getting started, or just any advice for them, man? Like when you was getting started, like what advice do you have for them to like say, if this is what you're gonna do, this how you get to the next level?
Okay, if you dropping anything, artwork, gotta be good.
Yep.
Pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your music is mixed, mastered, the beat sound good, vocals sound good. That's super key, because when people listening to music, they listen to Drake, Rihanna, Beyonce, whoever. So your music has to be on some type of standard. Lil Durk, you know, that, I mean, it don't gotta sound like, but I'm saying the quality of the music has to be on what the everyday person listen to. You feel me? So
that'll make me stop listening to it.
Right, you feel me? Because
like,
people be like, this shit don't sound good. You know what I'm saying? So then have a team of people. You need a team of people.
Ooh,
like we right here talking right now. I'm talking about why my situation. It just took a little turn because it's not a team of people. So I'm trying to rebuild my people, you know, and that's super key. Like I think that's like super key, because in 2014 I remember passing out mixtapes and I had 7 other people with me too.
Ooh.
So when I knew I wanted to get some new, you know, times changed, but I knew when I wanted to get some new listeners, I call everybody like, hey, we about to go outside of the high school, we about to go pass out 100, 200 CDs. So out of 200 people, I might only get 20 to 30, but that's 20 to 30 people I had before I left the house.
There you go.
So
numbers.
We know how to, you know, dominate, but you know, times change, and I was kind of like coming in right when it changed.
I'm about to
so
say, because like
me.
the media changed from the door to door, the hand-to-hand action to the streaming era. So how did that affect you in terms of like that?
It was different, because like, you know, it was CDs, pressing up CDs, pressing up CDs, and then next thing you know, we streaming. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it changed so fast, and then my team, shit was just going left. I was like, oh
no,
shit was crazy. But I think the streaming shit is lit, but it ain't as easy as passing CDs and tapes out. Because you could just, nigga, we could be anywhere, Six Flags, like anywhere. It's like, man, we got tapes. Like you can't really go hand out a flash drive or a tape, because everybody don't got CD players no more. Computers don't got disc inserts no more. So we in a different time to where you can't just give a flash drive to somebody. It ain't that simple. You know, our minds are just like, people don't even really watch music videos that much, because our minds are just like, we different now. We evolve, and I can tell. And we digital, everything digital. Like, so I think it changing it kind of fucked me up a little bit. But I mean, we adjusted. You feel me?
Keep up with the times.
I know you had a question though.
I mean, I really ain't even got no questions for real, because I'm hip, but I just like the conversation we having, just giving the game out to everybody that's paying attention and watching. Like, just pick up what we putting down.
Yeah, and you was talking about the digital side of things too, because that's something that we big on too. We talking about you hit the NFTs and like the cryptocurrency.
Everybody been getting me hit, but I gotta get on that.
Come on, man.
Like I'm slacking on the NFT. Everybody like, bro, you gotta get on that. I'm on this NFT shit. That like everybody keeps saying that to me. So I think I'm lacking on that.
I'm gonna get you right. Look, I'm gonna get him right, y'all. Get him put the NFTs, the crypto, the currency, especially artists, man, like rappers. Like you can turn your music into NFTs, you know what I'm saying? 100%. Like where you getting that direct payment. We was talking about ownership, where now you don't gotta worry about them deals and everything like that. If you get 100 streams, you only get like $10. Now you get 100, you sell 100 records, you making all that profit, selling for 10. So like NFT it out. So look, Digital NFT Crypto University, y'all can check that out. But back to Billard, man, look, bro. So like any last minute advice you got for anybody, man, just like in terms of just any story that you learned, what's that one quote that stick with you or something you learned that you just think about every day?
I think just keep doing you, man. Don't try to fit in with nobody. Just be yourself. I think that always work out for everybody. Important. I think fitting in, it kind of ruined a lot of people.
Fitting in and the internet.
Just trying to and watching other people's lives. You kind of gotta. I tell people when you watch like artists like me coming up or whatever. Yeah. When you watch it to other artists that's making all this money doing these shows, it can make you a little discouraged because you like, man, I'm waiting for my moment. And it's always comparison.
Yeah, always.
But I think that, you just got to stay focused. You can't really watch other people's lives, like we said. Yep. It's going to ruin you. You know what I'm saying? You always comparing yourself. Your music can't compare it to other people.
Come on now, diamonds.
If you're a business owner, man, said the other day. Just keep going. You feel me? Focus on your team. Your team is going to be the most important. Just as a youngin', I always knew having people around that did different things was gonna make it move better. Yeah. Right. So I'm putting people around me too, but after so many letdowns, you kind of really trust a lot of people.
Respect.
Yeah.
But I'm still thankful and blessed for everything. You know what I'm saying? And
all lessons.
Shout out to God.
I think we keep
Amen,
thank Jesus, thank God.
Amen.
Cause we super blessed over here, and all the artists keep going, get you some nice beats. Make sure your shit sounding good, man. And
come on now.
Don't be out here hating on nobody, man.
Come on, man.
That's number one.
You feel me?
Don't hate. Congratulations.
Don't be out here hating on nobody. You feel me? Go get you a nice little woman, have your family, and take care of your business, man. That's really it. That's really it.
So tell them where they can find you at, man. Like plug your social media.
I am Billard on everything. It's the same. And anywhere for the music, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, Apple Music, Live Mixtape, Spotify. I think it's a few more other things. YouTube, it's on YouTube, Apple, and
y'all catch them on all
everything.
Right.
Title,
whatever you prefer.
I love that my boy said SoundCloud though. Like the real legends know SoundCloud was one of the first live mixtapes.
I still love SoundCloud.
Yeah, man. All the underground stuff on the SoundCloud, man. So y'all tap in, man. But look, this been episode 19.
Man, amazing.
We about to wrap up season 2. Then we on the season. I just want to say one more thing. Shout out to my boy Kassan.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my
I'm
brother.
telling you.
He next up. I just talked to brother the other day. Yeah. And I told him, man, he next up, bro.
Y'all heard it first.
And his new video, he got shot by Bolo, is hard. I seen this snippet.
Yeah.
He sent me another song the other day. You feel me? I told him it's hard.
See? He next up.
And we actually gonna do something too. We doing
season
a song.
3.
Respect. Me and brother doing a song. It's gonna be hard.
Let's go. Y'all see that? Y'all see it in the flesh, man. Togetherness. I tweeted that today. Talking about Cleveland, man. Like it's on us. We just gotta stick together, y'all.
Take them first steps forward.
Yeah, like shit. He could probably be the next hottest one. You feel me? And when you ain't no hater, you don't really care about who hot. We all gonna shine. That's how I look at it.
100%.
And that's how we move, man. But y'all, look, this been episode 19. BackEnd Business. We have Billard on here. Spook, man. What?
We wrapping up season 2. We still rolling. Big wheels keep rolling.
Big wheels keep rolling, man. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. This the end of episode 19. BackEnd Business. I'm your host, Rosco, No.E.
ATM Spook.
I'm Young Billard.
And this episode 19.
Episode 19.
That's
hard.
Yeah, that was fire.
That's hard.
Man, that was a special episode. Yeah, B.
Yeah, B.
Funny as hell.